Welcome back to Cheeseman Championships. My name is Cristal, and let's go ahead and get started with today's episode. I completely understand that I have been a little MIA for a couple of, well, for the conference finals. I completely understand that. And it's not because I have some type of vendetta against either teams on either conference, okay? I was extremely busy, and I really had to take that time for myself and get all my ducks in a row before, I kind of started to create more content. So now that we're in a good balance and with perfect timing too, we are going to go ahead and look at what this finals is going to look like, what OKC is going to bring to the table, what the Pacers are going to bring to the table. For those of you who are a little upset that my cards didn't guess correctly the previous time, or like what the outcome would be for the conference finals, I apologize. Again, like, this is all fun. This is all like very much predictions and very much adding a beautiful metaphysical element to the world of sports that I also love so much. But I will say, if you take a look at the end of, the previous YouTube video, you would also see that I did have the Pacers and the Thunder in the finals. It wasn't necessarily my cards that were saying it, but it was me, my opinion coming out and, seeing what the things are going to be. And the main reason why is because I did think that the Pacers were going to, outlast the Knicks, getting that like awesome, we just beat the Celtics, like people want to say like, oh, they got the beat up Celtics. Yeah, no. Okay, like it was Jason Tatum who was out. You have amazing all-star players on that team, an amazing roster. So to blame it on the beat-up Celtics, bullshit. I'm sorry, I call absolute bullshit, and I give the Indiana Pacers a lot of credit for being in the place that they are today. As far as OKC and the Timberwolves went, what the fuck happened, Minnesota? What the fuck? Are y'all just bred to only, defeat the Nuggets when it comes to crucial postseason games? I'm being so dead ass because, like, where did y'all go? Anthony Edwards, man, what is going on here? And like, yeah, there were, again, the reffing of this series, just like the Nuggets and OKC series, was just like ass all around. Caruso holding like he always does, and same with Shea. Like, we don't even have to get into that topic because everybody already knows. But you cannot blame this series on the refs. Like, where were the shooters? Where was that? Okay. Quick little just disclaimer and just a cute little shout out to my Nuggets. We took OKC to 7, and that was still the best series, in my opinion, from the Western Conference. But I'm done. Let's see what Pacers and OKC is going to look like. Now, if you are familiar with my videos, you know that I have an Oracle deck, and I have the regular tarot deck that I use in order to do my readings. I don't usually use my Oracle deck when I do series predictions and that. However, I believe because it's the finals and, it's a big showdown, I will go ahead and pull some Oracle cards for today's reading. Very quickly, I want to introduce the cards that I will be using for this series. Brand new deck. I have not used this deck at all, and I received it as a birthday gift. Thank you so much for the person who gifted it to me. I don't know if y'all can see, they're rose gold. They're like foil. They're beautiful. They're so beautiful. So I figured that the best occasion to use these cards would be for the finals, right? And the Oracle deck I will be using, it is a Moon Oracle deck. It is not the same one that we used previously a couple series back. It's a brand new one as well. A little generic, very simple, straight to the point. But let's go ahead and get a rundown, a little series prediction. I'm not going to go in depth with game 1, so please don't look at this video thinking, oh shit, she's only predicting the first game, cool, whatever. I am getting more of a series outlook. I am going to, unlike the other games, or unlike the other series, I am going to look at the first 4 games. We're going to keep it brief. We're not going to dig deep into all of them. We're just going to see what the dynamic is going to be moving into this series. Go ahead and get started with the first game, basically. Okay. Already starting strong with the 3 of Swords, the 10 of Cups, and Strength. Okay. One team is going to come out dominating in this first game. It might be an ass whooping. I am getting fucking OKC. Sorry, OKC fans. Don't take it personal, okay? Some of y'all are some haters in the comments, by the way, but, like, it's fine. It's cute. It's whatever. But don't take it personal, y'all. Chill out. It's okay. But I do see this first game. It could be an intense battle, but at the same time, it looks like somebody is already celebrating by the time the game is over. So don't be surprised if it is an ass whooping that the other team is already like, hey, what's up? Like already like in your faces and like talking shit. And then we have the strength card here too. So the team that comes in, boom, with the most momentum, the ones that are like, let's go, full force, they are the ones that are going to dominate this first game. Let's go ahead and pull out an Oracle card for this first game. Kind of sum up what we're looking at. Okay, 2 cards wanted to come out. We have the Moon in Sagittarius and the Moon in Taurus. Okay, so we got a lot of adaptability. We got a lot of things changing. So again, it could be a little bit fast pacing, like the first half. But again, the one that focuses, locks in, and stays with that locked in energy is the one that's going to like come out thriving. I do see the Thunder taking game 1. Game 2. Oh, we got the 9 of Swords. We got a lot of swords. Oh yes, you have 2 swords, but they're like... They're some of like the most prominent sword cards, so that's I'm like, oh shit. The Chariot and the Fool. It might be a battle of like the youngins, and I'm saying mostly like Shay and Tyrese. They could be going back to back. One of them could lose their fitting though, so one of them could be like acting a little melodramatic. I think a lot of us just kind of already knew who that was. A little melodramatic, very much like trying to get things their way. Am I getting like a flopping type of game in this second game? I feel like that's what's gonna be I can talk. I promise I can talk. I feel like that's the energy that Shay wants, or like OKC wants going into the second game, because it probably worked so well in the past that, but it counteracts. Not much Siakam. But I just get more like, no, we're going in, okay? Like that first game, not necessarily a fluke, but that doesn't represent what we're here to do. So it's a possibility that the second one is like, there might be some flopping. There might be a lot of shit happening, but I see Pacers. I see Pacers the second game. Okay, let's see what the Oracle says about game 2. Oh shit, Gemini. Okay, so it's a possibility that this game could go into the very, very end. It's possible it can go into overtime. I'm getting a lot of duality. I'm getting a lot of, like, balance here. So, again, I don't see this one being an ass whooping. Again, if it is an ass whooping, please don't be in my fucking comments. Oh, it was an ass whooping. Y'all, I know. I fucking watch the games, okay? Like, I get it, but this is what my cards are saying. But, I'm gonna put one more tarot card out just to confirm who's gonna take game 2. If we got the 10 of Swords, again, that doesn't help me with shit, but it looks like it's gonna be like a last minute mistake. Whoever fucks up towards the 4th quarter, whoever's fucking up at the end, maybe they had momentum, but they just like completely just dropped everything. It doesn't tell me which side. Fuck, man. I'm gonna just say Pacers, because that's the overwhelming energy I got when I first pulled these cards out. So I'm gonna say Pacers take this one, tying the series. Let's check game 3. We have the 4 of Cups, the Devil. They like attacking me in the process, apparently. Okay, so the other 2 cards that came out were the 8 of Swords and the Judgment card. So, and I hate saying this, but I think that game 3 is going to really come down to the officiating. I think it's going to be hard officiating, really tough officiating. Like, it's probably not going to be good. Reason why I'm saying that is because the Judgment card usually means like law. It means like, yes, things are finally going to be, justice. Everything is going to be served. But with the Devil being here, Devil necessarily isn't the best symbol out there. So it's very much like, energy and like shit that you cannot shake off. Things that you cannot get rid of. So I am leaning towards OKC winning this game because they have just been beautifully blessed by the whistle in this postseason. Don't come at me, Thunder fans. It's fucking true. It's possible that the officiating is actually excellent too, and like they let the players play, but with the Devil being here and also like the other cards of just like misery and like toughness and just trying to get over something without giving that grace, shows me that it's leaning more towards OKC. So it's possible that they They come in full force this third game with the refs, you know. The Oracle card, we got the Moon in Aquarius. It's time for celebrating life, parties. Yeah, I see with the swords being here and like swords just being overwhelming in this entire series. I very much see OKC taking game 3. So 2-1. 2-1 OKC. And finally, we're going to do game 4. Now, I'm not saying it's only going to go to game 4. I'm just doing the first 4 games because they're guaranteed. Okay, we got the Queen of Wands. Oh, the Lovers. Oh, don't give me another king. And the Ace of Wands. Pacers. Pacers are taking game 4. It's like, it's a brand new energy. It's a brand new start. It's a brand new type of thing. But let's confirm with the Oracle deck and see if that is what's going to happen. We have 2 cards that came out. We have the Moon in Leo and the Moon in Virgo. Yeah, like, if Pacers win this game, I have a huge, like, thought process that they do. They need to finish it. Like, they need to put themselves in the, like, obviously they're not going to finish a game 4. But, like, tying this series up, they cannot allow OKC to get another opportunity. They know that they're going back to their house, but they gotta make a motherfucking stand. Like, if OKC goes back to their hometown and wins game 5, there's no doubt in my mind that they will win the ship, just because, like, that's they know their momentum and they know how to take advantage of it. I will give them credit for that. They are a very young team. They know how to, like, you know, disperse that energy correctly. So if you give them that opportunity, if you give them that chance, they will win the ship. But if they get their shit together, Pacers, they'll take the series. They'll take the ship. They'll take the ship. They will take the ship. I bet a lot of you, after getting like the first 4 game recap, would like for me to, you know, just kind of call out a winner, right? So let's go ahead and do that. And for this outcome, I will not use my Oracle deck. I just will use my tarot deck to see who is going to win the 2025 Larry O'Brien Trophy. Holy shit, we have the 10 of Swords again, the 7 of Pentacles, and the Wheel of Fortune. Fuck, dude. These are both teams that have deep bench pieces and deep, like the depth of both of these teams is a huge reason why they are in, you know, in the spot that they are at today. But, and like, here's the story that my cards are saying, right? 10 of Swords. When I saw the 10 of Swords, I very much saw it in OKC losing one of the games, so I was getting a lot of their energy at first. With the 7 of Pentacles being here, this is what made me bring up the fact that both of these teams are very, like, deep, you know, with their bench pieces and stuff, which allows them to, like, last, which allows them to be good. And it took time for all of these pieces to come together. What I'm trying to get at is, like, in the previous playoff, you know, years, they have been right there, you know, or like they've been very much like diminished. Pacers easily diminished. No one really like believed in them. And OKC, they were like, oh, not just not yet. You're too young, you know. Remember, like that was the narrative last season, I believe. So my cards are definitely like just making a summary of like both of these teams have worked hard to get there. Yeah, but who's winning? Who the fuck is winning? Pull out 2 more. Because we need a definite ship. We have the King of Wands and the High Priestess. See, I don't want to say it and then fucking be wrong and then have one fan base come at me. They're probably both fan bases will come at me. I got the Pacers, okay? Reason why is because it finishes with the King of Wands. If we saw what Game 4 looked like in the reading that I gave, we saw a lot of wand energy. We saw a lot of that passion, that fire that I easily gave to the Pacers. The High Priestess being here, we have that trusted intuition. So again, the shift of Game 4, depending on the team, like that's going to be the one that determines it. Like, I don't know if we'll know by the end of Game 4, like, oh, this team is going to be the one taking the ship, even if they lose or if they win. You know, like, it's the one that brings in that fucking passion and dynamic towards the end of Game 4. Kind of a little bit in Game 5, but I see a huge mind change, or like a huge dynamic change for game 4, or by game 4. That game is just very prominent. So we'll see. Will it go to game 4? Will it be a sweep? I don't think a sweep. I don't see a sweep. No. If it's a fucking sweep, it's because of the refs, okay? Like, for fucking real. Let's be for real. But anyways, that was a little bit longer than usual. And again, it was because I wanted to dig deep into, you know, what the first 4 games are going to look like. I hope that y'all enjoyed this reading. We are going to do more in-depth game readings, but I will not do it for game 1. Again, it was just kind of like a little brief overview. Game 2, I do plan on going more in depth with the finals, because it's a very important series, and I really want to see what the Pacers and the Thunder actually, you know, come up with. With that being said, everybody, please don't forget to subscribe, share, and like my channel. We are almost there to 200 subscribers on my YouTube. Once we get there, we can go ahead and proceed with the giveaway, which is a Nuggets giveaway. Please don't be bitter, y'all, or don't be sad about it. But once we get done with the Nuggets giveaway, we will have a different team that, you know, is very visible in my background as well. So I'm very excited. Thank you all so much for your continuous support, and I hope everybody has a blessed day. Adios.